Hey, y'all, what's up? So, I just got done watching NXT. I didn't catch the first match. I'm so pissed. You know how they say the negative ions in rain make you go to sleep. So I start getting drowsy about seven something. I set my alarm to 7:59 so I could wake up and then come to for a couple minutes because I know at least SmackDown the first like 3-4 minutes. Doing a recap of last week, which I saw live. So it's no point in me watching it. So I get online. I think I logged in at like 8:10, and the match with the Rascals I think is already over with. So I missed that. I missed the commentary with Joe Hendry. I think I come in. I'm trying to think where I came in at. Where did I come in at? I'm trying to think. I think it was when Ava was looking at. I think it was something. I think Ava was talking. Oh, I think it was Ethan talking to Ava. That's why I came in at because I was cracking up. I was cracking up laughing at her face. I said, "Y'all see how she looked at him?" Then I was wondering, like, does she? I said, I know she's has different cultures. She's mixed. I was like, I wonder if she's multilingual. Like, it's not. It's just like a curiosity thing, because when you learn, when you grow up in a household that has two different cultures, um, multiple cultures, you learn a lot of times. Most households learn one culture of the other more, or they'll learn both parents to try to instill both cultures. So, like me, for instance, my son is, I would consider multicultural, even though his dad and I are both black, but his dad is from the like a South College City here in North Carolina. His culture here is totally different from DC, where I'm from. So he knows about my culture. He knows about like go-go music and the curry out with mumble sauce and like how we dress, our lingo, all that other stuff. How you got to have the mindset of city person. We take the metro. We do all that. We go getters, fast walking, all that. Then he also knows the countryside from his dad, from like him going fishing, him chilling, taking his time, um, him just certain stuff he's learned. I did never learn. I thought about like he's been camping, he's been fishing. Like I ain't learned none of that. So I wanted to, but I never got to. So like I was like, I wonder if she's multilingual. Like does she speak English, Samoan, and Spanish? Because I know she's like half Cuban, quarter Samoan, a quarter black. And I know that's not how genetics work. Okay. I know that's the most she can be. But I know that's not how genetics work. I know that. Okay. Y'all ain't gotta beat me up. Okay. I took a DNA test from Ancestry. Okay. So y'all ain't gotta. But yeah. So then that happened. I forgot. Like it was a lot. Um, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I remember, cause NXT seems like it goes by so freaking fast. I don't know. As of recent, it seems like SmackDown and NXT go so fast, and NXT runs over. And I think it's because it's so much happening that by the time you process everything and you really get into it, you be like, the show is over. Like NXT could be a show that could be 3 hours long, just as long as Monday Night Raw. To be honest with you, um, the only thing is because it's a Tuesday and people already be up for 3 hours on a on Monday, that um it's it'll have to start like 7. It will have to start from like 7 to 10 if we're gonna do 3 hours. Like don't extend it to 11. Have it 7 to 10 if we gonna do that. But I remember after that I remember Roxanne coming out and then somebody like running behind her, and then she ended up coming out in a ring talking about her title and the people that just got signed and all the other stuff. And I'm like, Roxanne, my girl, okay, she one of my favorites in NXT as far as women the last couple years, and we know she's Booker's like daughter, okay. But I'm like, this whole people jealous of you and you holding on to your title being scared like gimmick. I'm like, girl. So then, oh my god, sorry, she comes out and then Roxanne attacks her. And Booker's like, get her, get her, get her, because Roxanne puts her in a submission. But when it's reversed, we're going to talk about we got to stop this. I'm like, now you can't be biased and try to stop her when she's doing it when Roxanne initiated. Like, it's been plenty of times Roxanne's got a close call. Okay? And then I forgot, who is Homeboy? I forgot. Like, y'all haven't watched in a while. So, like, last couple weeks have been me restarting to watch. So, I don't know people's names. But Homeboy, after Ethan Page's match with, who the hell did he have a match with? Lord, I'm like, I watched it and didn't retain none of it. I'm sorry. After he won his match, somebody came out and was like, attacked him and then pinned him, and then people, the audience count 1, 2, 3, and then he tried to say that it wasn't, it doesn't count because it wasn't no ref. But I'm like, he basically showed you that he could get you. Like, you try to come out here talking trash, saying that, can't nobody touch you, whatever, and you lose. Okay? Excuse me. I remember Javon Evans winning his match. Okay? He is a freak of nature. And then he's so young. Like, what was the youngest age back in the day where people got signed to and started developmental? Was it? He's got to be one of the youngest. He's got to be. He's what, 20? And then, Roxanne was also talking about how she was in the, that tomorrow, 11 years ago, Charlotte debuted at NXT. And 13 years later, she's 14-time women's champion. And she's trying to break the barriers. And I'm like, I love you. Okay? And who knows what's going to happen 13 years from now. I have no doubt that she's going to be one of the women that's up there. But I don't know. Because there's a lot of talented women. Main roster in NXT. Like, you got Lyra, you got Tiffany, you got Soul, you got Kalani. Like, and I'm not saying that all y'all won't get y'all shine, but I don't know if with all them women that's in there in NXT with you now, and then the women that's trying to come up and get into it, I don't know if you might be 14-time. If you be 14-time, I'm happy for you. If you don't be 14-time, it's okay. You still, you know what I'm saying? You still good. Okay? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, what is playing in my head right now is that I was so excited, and I know this is later on in the show, to see Adonis and Cedric on TV. Okay, I have been wanting to see them on TV, I think, for like 6 months. Okay, and it had to be at least 6 months because when they cut Top Dollar, it broke up. It broke. It broke all of them up. Okay, B-Fab is basically a manager for the Pride. Okay, and I was like, so where the hell is Adonis gonna go? So then Adonis, they put him with Cedric. Then they did this whole, Cedric had a couple matches with Dragon Lee on SmackDown. They did this whole thing where they had a package for them doing like production, did like this video of them becoming a tag team, and you still ain't had them on SmackDown. So I'm like, what the hell, dog? So now when they showed up last week and this week, like, I was here for it, okay? Because, and they should have been on TV, okay? We're not going to not pretend like Cedric wasn't part of the Hurt Business, okay? So we're not going to do that. We're not going to pretend like we've been And I know he's a good. The first time I seen him wrestle was in a dark match when they came to Charlotte in October 22. Like so, and then the matches with him and Dragon Lee cooked. So like, what? When are we? But I love this segment because somebody was like, "And now you supposed to be going up there, like building, like making, what is it? Connections, stuff like that, getting people to gel with you, what alliances and stuff like that, and you trying to build a roster." Okay, I was like, and then they had Wendy Who and Tatum Paxley. That was crazy. Like Wendy handed Tatum a doll. Tatum had took it back, and Tatum crazy as hell. I don't care how Wendy try to play. They both try to be crazy. Tatum crazy as hell, and she more crazy than Nikki Cross. Okay, then she talked to Kalani. I was like, "Are we too old to be playing with dolls?" She take the one doll, I guess, that looked like the person she fought. Dang, see, I'm drawing blanks on names. And then pulled out the doll that looked like Kalani. I'm like, the hell going on here? So then, um, OTM and OC, of course, got this rivalry still going. Jada Parker, okay? Your body is bodying. You hear me? Okay? So, they go out, and then this time I think the OC wins. Did the OC lose the last time? I think the OC won both times. Yeah. And the only thing I could think of was like, Michin, okay, she working. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Especially if it's what you love. If they give you more money for doing both shows, good. Okay. My thing is when she stood up and they put her arm up because she won, right? I was like, do she still got those bruises on her? Cause I follow her on TikTok, and she showed a couple of weeks ago, like she put in the caption, "Wrestling is fake," da da da, and she showed all her bruises from SmackDown and NXT, and she had a lot of, and she had this big one on her thigh, and I was like, did her bruises heal up? Because I'm like, now I know it's a never ending thing. This is your job, but I'm like, now the way you be in the ring with some of these girls, that's gonna be um it's gonna be harder to heal. And honestly, I think she did that video before she fought Naya on Friday. So who knows what her Lord. And then you light skin. So everything show up when you light skin. Okay. So but they got the win. Trick was talking on the phone to Dragonuv, which I was surprised, but not really surprised because they built an alliance towards the end. And Pete was in the background. And Pete was in the background folding his arms just looking. I'm like, Pete back there just looking. So then people was like, so when he asked him for help, like, could he help? He was like, no, and walked off. And I was like, somebody says, I say, y'all gonna leave my man's Pete alone. I'm like, I like him, and I find him hilarious. Okay, like I said, Pete one of them people. He don't ask questions. If he do ask questions, he gonna hit first and ask questions later. But I'm like, him being on NXT and Raw is dope though, because it gives him more TV time. I like it when they might not have a story for the people that they have on the main roster. You know what I'm saying? On the main, like on Raw and SmackDown. So they taking them NXT. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with that. If it was me, if y'all paying me X amount of dollars, and it's my contract, right? For how many every years or for a year or whatever. You pay me X amount of dollars, and I'm like on Raw or SmackDown. And then after a while, my story fade out, or I don't have one. I'm just doing dark matches and house shows. And then y'all telling me we gonna develop you a new character, but you gotta go to NXT, right? But I'm still getting paid the same. Nigga, I'm going to NXT, especially if I live in Florida. Even if I don't live in Florida, I only got to go somewhere once a week, and then maybe on a Saturday if they go to like a different city, because I know sometimes they stay in Florida, in the state of Florida, but they do stuff at different cities, not unless they have a PLE. But I only got to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, I'm doing it. I ain't got to do all that extra driving after shows, 2 to 4 hours, and then sleep for 2 hours, and then try to work out, and then eat, and go to the thing, and go to the next day. Like, I ain't got to do all that, and I'm getting paid the same. Sign me up, send me back to NXT. And I'd be like, and if you want me to stay there, and definitely, I'm fine with that too. Shoot, you got to tell me twice. Hell. At this rate, and then with social media and all that stuff, a lot of the NXT peoples are getting more, becoming more popular than the people on the main roster. Like Joe Henry is more popular being on NXT than he would have probably been. Like, people would have cheered for him and stuff on SmackDown and stuff, but I think because of the crowd, they probably would have got tired of it eventually. And I think that's why the niche for NXT and TNA is so good together. Also because NXT has been a better show for the last couple months, if we're gonna be honest. No, I'm gonna take that back, because Raw has been giving NXT a run for its money some days, but most of the time NXT has been the better show as far as talent, as far as trying something new, as far as exposing the women. Like, NXT has done that, because NXT not only gives women, like I said, equal opportunity to be shown on TV as they do the men, but they also do a lot of like mixed tag team matches. We don't get that on Raw and SmackDown, not unless something happens and people keep getting jumped, stuff like that. We don't get that. Like certain talent and stuff like that. It's a lot of matches and stuff. Like NXT, and I know it to be true because NXT has become so popular. And not only do they have a women's title and a women's tag team title, which I don't think they have women's tag team champions, or if they do, they ain't been showing them on TV. But they made a mid-card title. And I've been trying to get telling people to do that to SmackDown. Okay? Do that for SmackDown. Make a U.S. women's U.S. title. Okay? Keep the tag team titles on Raw. The Raw don't need no women's mid-card title, because if they keep the tag team titles over there, they don't need one. But because they'll have the women's world title and the tag team titles over there. But SmackDown needs a women's SmackDown title, championship, WWE championship, and then they need like a WWE women's US title, because it's not as many women on SmackDown as it is on Raw. It's not as many tag teams either. But, like, you know what I'm saying? So then, Lola Vice is on yeah, she has her match. She ends up winning against Jacy Jayne. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, so is that face mask like because she got injured, or is it for style? Then when she showed the mask of Cody, I said, okay, so it's a gimmick thing. Like, why she put that in the corner of the ring? So then Lola wins with a broken wrist or hand, right? Then the girls that's with Jacy and them come out and attack Lola. Lola was holding her own for a little bit. Then she was getting beat up. Then Carmen and Soul came out there, and Carmen had this nice kick, okay? And I was like, I could see that being a 3-on-3 match soon or next week, okay? So then, what the hell is that? I also remember trying to think, because I don't write nothing down. I be trying to go off the top of my head, which I should write stuff down, because I legit be like, oh, and then I had to put in the description. I also forgot. That Oba Femi versus the last match was crazy. I see why NXT go over. Or maybe it's just the YouTube TV that's slow. But that last match, man, I thought Owen was gonna get pinned about 2, 3 times. Then when he did the move on him, first of all, homeboy is 6'5" from Chase U, 220 something pounds. Okay, because when I seen him, I said, how big is he? Like tall. They said that man is 6'6", so he an inch taller than homeboy. 300 and something pounds. Now, if he was from the country, they'd be calling him cornbread fed. Like, that is what you get in the country, eating soul food and all that. That's what they call cornbread fed. And you recruit them kids to play football, okay, from birth, because you know they're going to be a beast on the field, okay? Like, it is crazy. I thought he was going to lose because when they did that top move, the corner of the ring, and then he fell and then tumbled and on his head. I was like, that's it. And he got pinned and he kicked out, and I was like, oh. So then when Uma got him and threw him on the announcement table, I said, yeah, that's it. And then he got pinned and lost. But I don't see Uma losing a title match. Not on the regular NXT night. Like, it would have to be like the next PLE that they have that he'll probably lose at a PLE. But he is so good. He is so good. He's huge though. Somebody was like, y'all hear this lady? Because I'm thinking like she talking trash or whatever. And I was like, I don't hear nothing. Or I must be you know, like not paying attention. And then I hear like the whole time, but it's louder. I'm like, she got some lungs on her, okay? She sings somewhere. You know how, and I know this because she sings at a high pitch, and it's the same note. She's a singer. Whoever that lady was screaming like that, okay? Because cheerleader screams is different. So, and I keep forgetting that Mike is the ring announcer for NXT until I saw him announce the last match. I don't know why. I forget that. I'm so used to Alicia being on Fridays that I forget that Mike took her place and she took his. So, but I think that's everything. If I forgot something, I promise it's not on purpose. Like, my brain is doing 10 different things. Like right now I'm trying to fold clothes, I'm waiting for my Instacart, I gotta get my son ready for bed because I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, I still gotta cook something because I'm hungry. And people's coming to fix my roof tomorrow. Like, I just got a lot of things going on, like up here, and if I don't write it down, which sometimes I do, everything else I'm thinking about, like NXT and stuff like that, I will not remember anything. But I will see you guys on Friday. I hope you have a good evening. And then my air keeps going off. It's not even hot in here. I might have to turn it up. Yeah, sleep well, enjoy your evening, and I will see you guys later. Okay, love you all. Bye.